7.1, adding and subtracting polynomials. In this video, we're going to discuss and find the degrees of monomials and discuss what is and what is not a monomial. A monomial, or term, as we call it, it's many times called a term, is a number, a variable, or the product or product of numbers and variables. Again, what we mean by product is the multiplication of numbers and variables. Okay? We talk about monomials in terms of their degree. I like to think of degree as the number of variables being multiplied. So to come up with the degree, we're just looking at the variables in that monomial. Okay, so I think it's going to be helpful to look at some examples of monomials and not monomials. Okay, for example, 10 is a monomial. It's just a number. The degree on that is 0 because there's no variables in that. Just straight up 10. Degree would be 0. Okay. Another monomial, 3x. It's the multiplication, because what this means is this is taking 3, multiplying it times x. So that is a monomial or a term. The degree on that one is 1 because it has one single x being multiplied in there. Okay. Not a monomial. I'm going to switch colors, and over here we're going to put not monomials. An example of not a monomial is 5 plus x. Because of the addition. The addition there makes it not a monomial because it is strictly the multiplication of. So that is not a monomial. Okay. Another monomial or term, 1/2 a times b to the second. It's a number and variables and the product of them because it's a multiply. This is a product. Here we're multiplying. The degree on this one is a little bit harder to calculate. It's the number of variables. I've got an a, there's one variable, and 2 b's. So we have 1a and 2 b's. That's 1a. So the degree is 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. We've got 1 here, 2 here because of that. Because if I was to write this out longhand without the exponent, it would be 1/2 a times b. So there's my 3 variables, 1, 2, 3. The degree on that one is 3. Okay. All right, now let's do not a monomial. 2 divided by n. Hey, you might be like, well, Miss Neal, over here you had a division. You had this 1/2. Okay, but this 1/2 is a number. I'm not dividing by a variable. You can't divide. This is not a monomial because you can't divide by the variable. Okay. Now, if it had the other way around, for example, n over 3, well, I could rewrite this as 1/3 n. So that one is in fact a monomial with a degree of 1 because there's one single n. Okay. One more, we have negative 1.8 m to the 5th. That's a monomial. I'm taking a number times variables, and the degree on this is 5 because there are technically 5 m's here. So if I was to write this out, we'd have negative 1.8 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm multiplying 5 m's. Okay. Right, so let's go ahead and let's find the degree of each of these monomials. So they tell us in the directions that these are monomials, we need to find the degree. So we're just looking for the number of x's, the number of variables. This one here has got the 2 x's here, so the degree of that is 2. Because if I was to write this out longhand, we would have 1, 2 x's. Okay. The degree on this one, we have negative 1/2 x times y to the third. The degree on this one would be 4. Because if I was to write this out longhand, we'd have x times y, 2, 3. I end up with 4 variables, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 from the y and 1 from the x, because there's only 1 x there. The degree on this one is 6. Again, if I was to write this out, I'd have 8, I'd have 3 x's. Oh, that should be an x. And 3 y's. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on this one here, the degree on this is 0. There's no x's, it's just a negative 3. All right, now I want you to do, okay, page 362, 6 through 12, even on Big Ideas Online.